Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man, and I'm back on Spectacle Island, and I'm here on Field 15 because I wanted to show you what I've been doing. Again, I've been doing a lot of logging, and as you notice, Field 15 is pretty clear till I turn around. I've got a lot of logs to pick up, and I do have that one corner over here left to finish, and then this one will be ready to plow. So it's pretty close to being done. I just have, like I said, this corner to do. And so we're going to be working on that for a little bit. What else have I got going? Well, field number 16 is the one that I fertilized, and I'm picking up the grass. So we're going to continue with that. Now this one was fertilized, and then I mowed it, and then we're going to plow it. So it'll have its first fertilization done. Let me get this thing working again here. Oh, it's full. Hang on. Let me stop that. Let's go take this guy and empty him. Because it's a one only. This is a one-off here. I'm going to mow this field, then I'm going to plow it. It's not going to be grass ever again. And so I'm not going to set up course play routes to deal with this grass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take it and get it dumped in the storage here. So yeah, so I'm not going to set up a course for this to go back and forth to that field for the grass. Although actually I could, because I would be doing the straw pickup, but I'll worry about that at a later date. Alright, so let's do this. And then I'll show you what else we're working on. We're waiting for the corn right now. So the corn's about 71% ready. It's not ready yet. Oh, which reminds me, let me set the time up to 5. If you look up in the right-hand corner at the time up there, I had it at 1. I've been putting it at 1 while I've been doing the logging because I only need to do the logging until I'm ready to work on the, on the field. So I set the time back. Let's put this guy back in 16, and we'll start it back up where we left off here and get that picked up. Let's run around and see what else we got going. Like I said, the cornfield here is, I believe, 71. Let's take a look, make sure. Yeah, it's 71%. I've got these logs to pick up. I do need to go over. Let's drop the corn header here. And I need to go over to field number 1 and harvest that because it's ready to go. Let me open this thing up. And go pick up our other header. And I wanted to talk a little bit about cattle and crops today, just a little bit, because I don't know. For one, I haven't been all excited about cattle and crops like a lot of people have. I know there's a lot of people really excited about it, and a lot of people donated money and joined the Kickstarter and all that. I did not. I've been playing this game, and I'm not a big one for spending money on a game that isn't developed. I can't tell you how many games in the past that I've been really excited about that never got finished. They never came out. And a lot of them were Kickstarters. And so people donated a whole lot of money on a game and it never came out. So I'm not real big on that. There's too many games out there to play that for me to spend money on a game that isn't even developed yet. So I don't really get into that. That being said, cattle and crops, to my surprise, which I never thought it would come out the way it's been going, but it actually did. It's out for early access on Steam now. And so I want to find out what you guys think. The reason being is I went over to take a look at it and thought, oh, I'm surprised. It actually is out for early access. So what did that mean? Let's take this guy and put him on field number 1. Oh, that was ugly. So I ran over to take a look at it. Now, here's what I was really, really disappointed. I was terribly disappointed. It's an early access game, which means it's not complete. It is not complete. So let me read to you on Steam what they have to say. Early access game. Get instant access and start playing. Get involved with the game as it develops. Okay, that's perfectly fine. It's an early access game. There is a note under that says, this early access game is not complete and may or may not change any further. If you are not excited to play this game in its current state, then you should wait to see if the game progresses further in development. So they've got a disclaimer saying they may or may not do any more work on it. Okay, that, again, is not that big a deal. Let me tell you what I think the big deal is. They want $40 for this early access. $40 for a game that isn't complete and, according to their disclaimer, may or may not ever be complete. $40. That's a lot of money. Now, I actually played this game for a couple hours. I had some trouble with it. You don't really get very much for the game. It's not like you get several maps and, all that kind of stuff. Let me open this thing up here. So this is that field I screwed up on. Get away from cattle and crops for a minute. Somehow I got soybeans and canola both seeded on this. We're going to go with the soybeans first because the little bit of canola that's on this field isn't going to make a hoot of difference. So let me get this soybeans off of it first. Now, let me finish up with this cattle and crop thing. I played the game for a couple of hours. I found it very difficult to get into. You start off on the game by having absolutely nothing. You do have some money. And you do have legs in this game, as well as you do in this game, but you can actually go between first and third person on this game. Now, granted, there are some differences in the physics of the game, because when you plow, you're actually really digging up the dirt. When you're driving across the field, you do have physics. You can feel it. The problem for me was that for all of that, including the $40 that you have to pay for a early access game, I didn't see a whole lot of difference in the equipment. The graphics isn't that much better. The physics may be different. And according to what I can hear, if it rains, you're going to have muddy conditions that you deal with. But the stickler for me was the fact that it's a $40 early access game that they're claiming you may not get anything better on. So I'm a little disappointed. And I'm just curious what you guys seem to think. Have any of you went out and paid that $40? If you have, do you think you got your money's worth? Are you excited about it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. As you can tell, I wasn't really a backer of it. I wasn't one of these people that got really, really crazy into it. And I can understand where if you were, you're going to want to push it. Because, hey, you were backing it in the first place. Anyway, let's get on with this. I'm going to finish this field, and then we'll get on with the rest of the work we have to do. I've got a couple of fields that I need to, I think they're plowed. I think I just need to seed them. Let's take a look. I'm going to get off this cattle and crops thing. I'm just curious what you guys had to think about it. So let's see here. I need to go find out about these fields. 13 and 14 are done. They don't need to be plowed. So I need to start working on those. I need to start picking up these logs. But I got to get this finished. It's a slow combine. Only got a couple licks left in here. So I might as well just... I was going to hire a worker, but I might as well just do it. I'm using vanilla equipment here. That's why it's so slow. Eventually I might move up into a mod. I don't know. When I get into some of those bigger fields. Now I got to get, which reminds me, I need to get Stubby over here pretty quick because I need to empty the soybeans out so I can get that canola. There's not a lot of canola there, but hey, every little bit helps. Let's get Stubby over there. Field number 1. Field number 1. Let's pick up our crop here. I know I'll probably get a little bit of grief on the cattle and crops thing from people that are really into it. I know a lot of people really looking forward to it. And let me just say that bottom line for me was the fact that they wanted so damn much money for it. $40 for that. It was pretty high for a game that's not even close to being finished. And so that's the kicker. That's the bottom line for me, was that right there. Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of canola out of this, am I? Canola you don't get a big yield for anyway. This isn't going to be hardly worth my time to harvest here, really. This one last row here and then we're done. We can move on to the next thing. Looks like the grass is full again. Alright, so we didn't get very much. We didn't get very much. That's okay. Let's run back, get this grass, get this back. Let me stop this driver here, and let's get this emptied. All right, let's get back into the field. Where'd you leave off? Over here. We're almost. This field's almost licked here. Let's just finish it up. Okay, let me run over here, pick up some more logs. Let's see. I can get a few more logs on here. Let's do that. Alright, so it looks like we're on the left-hand side here. Let's get the right-hand side. Flip back over to the left-hand side. And let's put some straps on this thing and go deliver these logs. Boy, I tell you, I should have been keeping track. I probably could anyway. Of how many logs we've sold. This has been quite the job, I'll tell you, for somebody like me that doesn't enjoy the logging. Okay, now I had a little bit of trouble here. I can't get this truck and trailer through to the right here. I can't get it through there. So I've had to make do with a different route. So what I've been doing is swinging in here through this field right here and cutting across one of my fields to get these logs out because I can't get back by that building. Oh, there's a stump there that I've missed. So yeah, I've been doing this to get through and get my logs out of that area because I can't get by that building. Now this is where I got to be careful. I've several times now offline when I was logging, I'd come around this corner and dump these logs right here on that fence. So that's because I don't slow down. It's not the way I've been built to drive in these games. I usually drive these full out. Silly me. Okay, dokie. Let's get rid of the straps. Back this thing in. All right, head back. Okay, somebody's done. Who's done? This guy's done. Who was doing it? Steve Jones. Steve Jones finished it out for us. All right, so I'm going to move this guy off of the field, and let's get the plow going here. Let's just move this fella up over here, out of the way, and let's get to our plow, which is where? Where's the plow? There's the plow. Okay, I'm going to start over here in this corner, and I can't recall whether I've got, let me see if I've got a course set out here for 16 fertilizers, 16, I don't. I don't have one set up. Alright, first of all, let's get a Field 16 folder going. Alright, don't need the grass. We're not going to do that again. Leave it there for now, though. Let's move this up into Field 16. And then let's create a course here. Okay, we're going to create a plowing course here on Field 16. And it's 10 meters. Starting location is the northwest. Going to be heading south. And I'm going to do 10 meters. 10 meters. Do we do 2 or 3? Let's do 2. 2 headlands. I don't know if that's right or not. And then let's do this. Alright. Field 16. Plow. Northwest heading south. 10 meters times 2. Right? Plow. Northwest. 10 times 2. Good enough government work. Alright. Let's get him to work. Drop the plow. And let it go. Now hopefully it'll catch up to what it was doing before. And then let's get back over to the log truck. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Let's just get him out to the field. So you don't have to watch me drive all the way over there again. Alright, let's start picking this stuff up. Whoa! Didn't realize I had it already started. That little spindly one picked up there. I tell you, this has been interesting. You know, you guys know, you've watched me long enough, I'm not into the logging. I've actually, even though it's been a lot of work, it's actually been satisfying, I guess, to be able to do all this so that I can actually farm the field, just like you would have to in real life. Buy a piece of land and get it ready for to be able to be harvested, to work, if you know what I mean, to work it as farmland. Yeah, it's been self-satisfying to get this stuff done. I'm not looking forward to that last field, though. Man, that sucker's huge. This one was bad enough, just because of the shape of it. But that other one's even worse. Yet, look at it. 12 is just nasty looking. I'm not looking forward to that one. I'm going to watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of Netflix doing it, I'll tell you that. Actually, I haven't been watching anything. What I've been doing is I've been listening to audiobooks. I think I mentioned that in the last episode. Yeah, I've been listening to audiobooks while I do this. Set up some macro buttons to do this, because as you guys that have been watching me do this, for some reason it kind of stops picking them up at some point. I don't know why. So I set up some macro buttons so I can just keep pumping the macro button when it doesn't pick them up, and to switch sides and to put the straps on, that kind of stuff. Alright, let's head back. Got a full load here. Well, as full as I'm going to get it, as I want to get it. Yeah, I tried to get through here, and I just can't. I just can't cut this corner to get out of here with these logs. So I don't know why that building's there. I mean, it doesn't serve any purpose that I can tell. But anyway, I'm stuck. So I've created this little shortcut here, this detour through my own field. Whoa, whoa, oh, are you kidding? You'd think I'd know better. You'd think, wouldn't you? Alright. Get this big yellow beast to the rescue out there. Doggone it. Can't believe I did that. Well, I can believe I did it, because I do it all the time. Now I should check to see if I've got that seeder over there. I need to get that guy working on these fields that are ready. There's no reason why I shouldn't be doing that. Let's go fix this guy from laying on the job. He's just a layabout. What's going on here? Alright, see if we can get this guy to work here. There he goes. I can't believe I did that. I don't know why I say I can't believe it, because I know I can believe it. Of course I can believe it. I do it all the time. I still haven't gotten rid of this tree here. You can't cut this tree. Somebody said cut it with a chainsaw. You can't. It won't let you. So I'm going to have to go into Giant Editor to get rid of it. And so far, it hasn't been that big a pain in the ass that I wanted to do that. So it's still there. I haven't been paying attention to this game or any information on it. Does anybody know if they're working on an update to this game? I heard somewhere through the grapevine that there was a Farm Simulator 2019, even though we're in 18. So does that mean it's not coming out for a year? And I'm wondering what the heck they're working on. Are they working on getting some real physics in the game, as far as what people are calling the realism? Just curious if anybody's heard. I'm not real big on keeping up on stuff like that. I just want to play the game. Don't drive in the bay. Uh-oh, we got that one piece that won't... How come that one piece won't sell? There, finally. Alright, let's get this guy back into the field. Field 15... there we go. Holy crap! What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Settle down. Is it ever gonna? Oh, what am I gonna do? Alright, hang on. Let's see if I can fix this. Holy crap. There. That was funny. Alright, that was hilarious. I need music to go along with that. Mod issue. That spindly one on the end's not going to stay there, is it? Now I got to get this equipment out of here. Let me get this tractor out of the way, and the Scorpion's kind of in the way. Let's pull this over here. Get the Scorpion out of the way. Thing's filthy. Filthy. Let's switch sides on this. See if we can get this stuff picked up. Get this pile back here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. We're almost done here. Picking up wood, we can go back to cutting. Got to slow it down. That's why I think that some of this stuff is getting on the end of the trailers, because I'm driving. I drive up too fast, and the truck is still moving while it's being transported, and it hits the end of the trailer. That's my thinking on that. So I got to slow it down a little bit so that the truck and trailer isn't moving when that stuff hits it. Somebody needs to be refueled. Well, who have I got running? Let me see if I can get all this done here. Somebody needs refuel. Who's running? Okay, put some straps on that. It's ready to be delivered. Did I get it all? No, I didn't get it all. Alright, take the straps off again then. Flip sides. And hit the pickup button. Alright, let's head back. Oh, shoot. The time went back to 1. I must be hitting something that's changing the time back. I must have one of my macro buttons must be a 7 or something. And I know it is. If I hit this, well, the macro button that I have the logging equipment on is 7. So I'm wondering if I hit 7, like watch, if I hit 7 it'll go back between this, the Scorpion, and that tractor. But it didn't change the time up there. There it did. That's what it is. There. It's changing it. it just doesn't change it every time. Well, crap. So I've got to fix that. Alright. Somehow that's got to change. I'll have to set one of them different. I'll have to set a different macro button for changing the time, maybe. So that it's not 7 and 8. Because I got other... Well, I'll work on that later. It's no big deal. Let's have to watch what I'm doing. Oh, I was going to go check and see... Oh, I know what it is. It's the plow. It's the plow that needs refueling. Yeah. Lee Roberts is doing this. No, that's not the Fast Track. Is it? Oh, JCB Fast Track. It is. It is. I gotcha. I gotcha. But yeah, he's running out of fuel. We'll catch it up. Let's get back to these logs and get them off. And then we need to start cutting more trees down. I should have that field done 15 before the next episode, and into 12. I don't know. At 12, that's going to be a booger. I don't even want to start it. But oh well, it's got to be done. I mean, we own the field, and it's worthless to us till we get those trees off. As far as farmland, worthless to us. So I got to get it done sooner or later. I'd like to get it all done so I can get back into just farming instead of all this logging. This logging is taking up a lot of my time. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of books listened to, videos watched. Watched a lot of Olympics. They're over now. Okay, I tell you what, I don't need to drive this all the way back because there's nothing left to pick up right now until I do some more lumberjacking. So let's get on with what else we were doing. Let's see, I need to get the truck over and get this guy some fuel. So, go ahead and stop him right there and get this guy some fuel. Alright, he's being fueled up. Wonder what this is over here. What's this? Is this always going to be there? What is that? Bad texturing? Texturing? It's sure a lot of it. It's all over the place. Huh. Oh well. What can I do about it? Nothing. Right, he's still filling up. Come on. Fill her up. I'm impatient. Of course you guys know I'm impatient. Always have been. Alright, let's get this truck out of here. Move it. Pickup truck. He's slow to reverse. I was holding the reverse button down, or the reverse pedal down quite a while before he got started. Alright, so let's continue driving this course, and we have Steve Jones now working on that. Unfortunately, when you... now wait a minute. That's weird. I might have to go over, maybe it's the plow that's leaving something. When you stop somebody on course play, it kind of fires the guy that's doing the work, and you have to rehire. So anyway, there's that. Right, so I'm going to get this stuff, the soybeans, back to the farm and go back and pick up the canola that's left on there. And I'm going to continue on working on clearing those fields. By the time I come back in the next episode, field number 15 there should be done and ready to cut the grass and plow. So I'm going to call it an episode here. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you back on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.